He gave him a bigger beam saber. His advice was useful to the young one. He stored it in the bowels of his heart, and he learned from it. He withstood its tendencies to break him emotionally. He withstood its tendencies to break him physically. Charles was bored in the afterlife. There was nothing to do there, and there were floating skeletons everywhere. I don't really get why there were floating skeletons everywhere. It was just a part of the story. "You are the winter evil that perishes everywhere," shouted Charles, as he saw her soft face, and her soft white hair, and her eyelashes that accentuated her cold and most hidden and deadly beauty. So then it was screwed up. The woman was beautiful, but she was winter, and winter has a tendency to die in this story for some reason. But she would live, I guess. It was only appropriate. She would live because this was the afterlife anyway. If she really died, I'm not sure where she would go. Figure is an 8 maybe. I don't want to destroy your hopes and dreams. She showed him the way out. She opened a door in the air. I could only escape if I had a powerful partner. Now I can escape, and I can take you with me, said Icewitch. I don't know why people gravitate towards things. They might just gravitate towards them because they like them. I guess that's the reason. Hey, don't underestimate the power of teamwork, okay? It's amazing when you can get a whole team of people to like each other. If only I were that special. I have to do everything. Myself. Sort of. Hey, thank you if you helped me, and I don't know it. Whoever you are. She tore the portal open with an icicle. She was an ice witch, after all. It was time to depart. They exited through the portal. I must thank you for the great favor which you have done for me, said Charles. No problem, said Icewitch. You're going to kill me now, aren't you, said Charles. Roll your die, said Icewitch. If it lands on 2, you won't kill me, said Charles. Very well, said Icewitch. He rolled his blue die with the glowing white dots. It spun, it twirled, it landed on the metallic ground. They were on one of Mercury's quadrants. It landed on the number 2. Charles was safe and the Ice Witch disappeared. She had gone to a distant place where she could pursue her desires more clearly. Paradigm shift. The judgment neared. The final battle neared. It was a complex one indeed. It is never an easy affair to pit good against evil, especially when the sides remain ever so unclear. Yes, they were unclear. Friends could become enemies at the drop of a hat. At one point, Blue Star tried to kill Peligro. I don't really know why at some point this occurred. I'm not sure if I really feel like recounting that particular tale at the moment. Interesting how the mind tends to wander away. Does it wander away to what we love most, I wonder? They installed her at the center of their station. Acidwitch was a source of power for them. Really, Acidwitch? You were brainwashed again, said Blue Star. I'm rather tired of this repetitive plot, said Kenneth. Wait, you're, said Peligro. Who are you? He finished. There was Martin. He was dressed rather coolly in a rather cool uniform. Martin was there at the beginning. Do you remember him? I barely remember his lines. You are the worst friends ever, shouted Martin. Huh? I've been ignored this whole time. I'm going to teach you a lesson. He powered up. His energy level rose to a level that was higher than any they had ever seen. Cool, heavy metal background music. Stunning new skill sets. Flying sparks as Martin used his twin cymbal blades, the ones that clang and make music. Yeah. He hunts his prey, sniffing out their flesh, sniffing out their blood. Flash! Werewolf! Lunar strike! This is the part where the hero loses, said Martin, the werewolf. Ah! He powered up. Meaningful interactions among lovers is a meaningful thing. But what about meaningful interactions among rivals? On that same note, what about meaningful interactions among worst enemies? I would not try to be lost right now. Lost is not a good thing to be in today's marketplace. Gender gaps and skewed racial communications. Did I mention it's a really bad time to be something? Cursing someone is not letting them go. I can curse them by not letting them go. Let go of me, you creepo. You're kinda cute, dude. Slash. Blood. Martin's blood. He howled. He lost his transformation. He fell to the metallic floor. Near the heavy glass window, which looked out to the earth, "You're not really going to lose like that, are you?" said Peligro in a taunting manner. Creepy. Peligro was actually kind of good at fighting. I don't really get it much, why he was that good at fighting. You know, it's really kind of interesting. He was not supposed to originally be in this story, but then he kind of was. People are really supposed to be here, though. Don't worry. I didn't mean it that way, okay? Laser beam, laser beam, laser beam, laser beam, laser beam, laser beam, laser beam. Don't be so screwed up if you don't want to become an octopus, is what they would usually say to the likes of those who tried to disagree. Did you disagree with the ambitions of the wise? Me too. I disagreed with the ambitions of the wise too. Hey, guess what? The battle is actually almost over. I think. Did you know that Martin lost? I guess you could probably have guessed that already. Don't believe them. Don't believe the liars out there. They'll just tell you what to do. Try to unscramble the riddle instead, why don't you? The riddle of why we are actually here in the first place. Creatures are meant to be creatures, and darkness is meant to be darkness. Disrupt the darkness if you wish, but it will still be there, waiting for you to fall. Martin fell. I told you that already, right? And the Dark One lives. Action. Stage set for ultimate evil, the punishing witness. She awoke from her slumber in those dark pieces of metal. She stepped out of them, steaming, fuming, full of madness, from flaming arguments that she did not even start, dressed completely in black and making chains of fashion statement. I am Miss Death. Boom. Power. Percentage is 1000%. My mind. Boom. My arms. Boom. The dance of death began. All focus had shifted to her. The alarm rang. A peaceful melody. Irony is a powerful tool. Yes, irony is a powerful tool indeed. Dismantle her? She was organic. They fought her, but nothing worked. They all died. Game over. The cannon fired. Ha 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 ha. Psst. Crack. Reality broke. I am Magic Man. Listen to my jive. I'll tell you a story of when evil came alive. Everything was happy and kind, but then someone got ticked off. That led to evil. Yeah, that's about it. It's not much of a story, is it? But it really did lead to all the evil we're talking about right now. Hey, guess what? It's time for everyone to be free of this. It's time for the construction of a better world. It's time for the end of the line so that there is no one who can break our concentration, this deadly concentration, the people that won't ever shut up. Wow, they never shut up. Cartoon characters are really just the beginning of it, the beginning of a better future. We wait for that better future to arrive. Does that future ever arrive for us? We endure many strikes that are waiting for us as we continue to put this out, as we continue to tell the story to you. Whispers on a silent radio station and tranquility is shattered. Remorse enters the scene. Terrible remorse. The Dragon Slayer had met her match. The match was the forces of evil. Time went by and she found more and more that she herself was evil. I'm not really sure why, but for some reason it tampered with her psyche. Perhaps it was the fact that her father, in society's eyes, was not the perfect man. Perhaps it was that winter would seem to last the longest in her life in particular. Perhaps there is an infinite dream sequence waiting for you if you are patient and you wait also. I don't really care. Candy is far too hard and it is far too cold for me to be wasting my time trying to create it. Yet here I am, trying to create candy from nothing. I do hope that I get better at this. I do hope that this is not just some petty whim that I'm forced to wake up from. Hey, did you know that the world was made out of chocolate once? Well, it was. Just kidding. Maybe in an alternate reality it was made out of chocolate once. Alternate realities. Playing with our minds. Playing with our ability to make sound. Rational choices. I don't think you want to play this game, do you? Or should I say, did you? Did you really wish to play this game with me? I played it with you. You forced me to. I was forced to play this game, to play those games with you. You are truly going to tell me the answers to the secrets of life, aren't you? If not, then I still have a chance to break through that barrier that ended my magic spell which tranquilized and paralyzed those who read it. Teaching us lessons is not really the meaning of a story, is it? I don't know. I really don't know. Hey, don't bother me, okay? I want to make sure that this story is told very well. Constructive deconstruction was in store for our heroes if they did not train before confronting their great foe. I really would like to explain to you the rather complex process of their training routine. This is how they trained.